How many times do we hear parents say, "My child will starve to death rather than eat a healthy food or even a new food"? What does that actually mean? Yeah, when you ask parents, they'll say, "Well, when we tried to give them healthy food, he didn't eat all day. He starved himself. So we had to give him something to eat at the end of the day." Well, that's not starving. That's rewarding him for not eating, as he will eventually get what he wants. Remember, if there are no underlying medical issues for refusing to eat, and they ate a wide range of foods previously, but have now restricted their foods, then the problem here is you're basically dealing with an addict. Okay, let's check with the ultimate authority on this, Professor Google. Do a Google search, put in "children that starve themselves to death," and if you like, you can narrow it down to autism. And the only things that come up are very sad media headlines like, "Her autistic son starved to death after she locked the fridge and kitchen cabinets." "Mum starved girl to death." This is a case in New South Wales. "Mum kept son with special needs in closet, drugged and starving for 3 years before death." Now, that's real starving. We have to differentiate hunger from starvation. Look, starvation does not happen in 3 or 5-year-old children, especially if there are no underlying medical issues. The youngest child that has been reported in the medical literature that I've been able to find is 9 years old. But typically they're more in their teens. And in this case, you're dealing with a much bigger issue than just refusing to eat. Often they may be refusing to wash or sleep or aggressive, and often they also come with a label like pervasive refusal syndrome as well. I'm really glad I decided to look at this topic, as I would never have found this article. Rats starve rather than eat healthy food. And just to show that this is a real study and not fake news, here is the actual research article. So if anybody wants to go and read the full article, it's there online. In the experiment, one group of rats were given healthy, nutritionally balanced food. A second group were given, and I love how they describe this, unlimited access to the worst stuff the researchers could find at the supermarket, including bacon, sausage, cheesecake, pound cake, ding-dongs, which I believe is a type of biscuit, and frosting. So group 1, they had a normal appetite. But group 2, rats fed high-calorie junk food quickly became addicted to this food. So when they removed the junk food and tried to put them on a nutritious diet, they simply refused to eat it. The change in their diet preference was so great that they basically starved themselves for 2 weeks after they were cut off from junk food. What happens in addiction is plainly simple. It's basically an addiction trap. High calorie, fat or sugary foods stimulates pleasure. Specifically, stimulates pleasure centers in the brain. However, these pleasure areas in the brain very quickly become overstimulated. And how does the body respond? It downregulates the pleasure centers in the brain. So the individual then needs to consume larger quantities of high calorie, high fat foods to get the same pleasure. It's a little bit like you're having coffee for the first time. You get that really big buzz, but you keep on drinking coffee on a continuing basis and it doesn't have that same effect. So you need to drink stronger coffee to get that same effect. So you need more and more and more. That's why the authors of the study say junk food is like crack. Junk food changes brain chemistry in the same way that chronic cocaine use alters an addict's brain functions. Junk food binging is extremely difficult to stop. They always went for the worst types of food. Doesn't that sound a lot like our kids? Now that's rats, and I can hear some parents already screaming, "My child is not a rat." Yes, but humans are not much different. Consider this case that was in the media. Parents accused of nearly starving blind, autistic teenage son to death. The parents told police their son refused to consume anything but Cheez-Its, Cheetos and Doritos and up to 8 sodas a day. Yeah, what is that if it's not an addiction? And here the parents are the child's food addict suppliers. This boy was not capable of going out and getting his own fix. He relied on his parents to do it. And also an interesting case study from my clinic. Parents came in and the child was a picky eater. And then, as usual, I asked them for the child's feeding history. So the story goes like this. The parents tried to change the child's diet to a modified diet, which was actually a GAPS, or a gut and psychology syndrome diet. These parents persisted for 10 days to get their son to eat a GAPS diet. They would give him small spoons of food, but he resisted. But then on day 10, he finally gave in and started to eat. And from then he ate pretty much everything, and all was pretty good. Then Mum got pregnant and was too tired and nauseous to actually cook. So Dad took him to Macca's, and he very quickly developed an addiction to chicken nuggets and chips. And that is all that he would really want to eat now. If you don't buy it, it's not in the house. If it's not in the house, they can't eat it. These children are addicted. Not eating is just the addict's withdrawal symptoms that they are going through. They will go through the pain of hunger to eventually get their next fix. Best advice ever. Look, don't even bother going through the front door of these places with your child. Always give them real food from the start, because processed high-calorie foods are so addictive for children, and it's so difficult to get them off these foods as well. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos.